The herons are a particularly important feature at the Fucecchio Marshes, where they are concentrated in a large heronry, a real city of herons, with thousands of birds consisting of the parents and last year's immatures. This is the most important nesting colony in south-central Italy, both on account of the number of breeding pairs and the simultaneous presence of different species. There are far more individuals of these species during winter, when our country offers a home to overwintering contingents arriving from northern and eastern European countries. The great egret is perhaps the most widespread heron, but only a few years ago it was one of the rarest in Italy. A large bird, entirely white, the great egret sports a yellow beak the whole year. During the breeding season it assumes its nuptial reverie, with long floating feathers on its flanks and back. It nests on trees and bushes and in mature reed thickets. The largest European heron, easily recognized by its bluish-grey color. In nuptial dress, the adults have two fine black elongated features on their crowns and long decorative plumes on their back. Like the majority of water birds, herons dedicate a lot of time to groom their feathers. As well as the oily secretion from their glands, they also use the powder produced by specialized feather in the armpit region. It follows a diet mainly consisting of fish. One particular fishing technique the grey heron uses is to interrupt its flight and dive into the water to harpoon a fish. The purple heron has a dark plumage and more snaky shape than other large herons. Because of its tawny chestnut-colored neck, streaked longitudinally with black and white forepart, this species mimics the marshland vegetation. Indeed, the purple heron occupies quite a different ecological niche from the other herons, frequenting reed and cane thickets. This adaptation prevents the species from competing directly with the more robust grey heron. The purple heron cannot tolerate human disturbance, and it is solitary, although it usually does nest in colonies. It is a long-distance nocturnal migratory bird. Its name means night crow and refers to its crepuscular habits, its outline in flight and its call that sounds like that of a crow. The adults are typically white, grey and black. In the breeding season they sport decorative feathers on the nape and bright yellow-orange legs. Very gregarious species, it nests in colonies. Elegant, slender, pure white heron. Bill and legs black, feet yellow. Nuptial plumage is characterized by elongated snape features and long fatty features on its back and wings. The little egret usually catches smaller prey than other herons do. It employs several and more dynamic fishing techniques, like moving the bottom sediment with its feet in search of invertebrates, or holding its wings half open to cast a shadow on the water to eliminate the reflection and attract tadpoles and small fishes. The little egret is diurnal and outside the breeding season aggregates in dormitories where it passes the night. The Squacco Heron is one of the smallest herons. Its livery is very striking. Taking the bird as a whole, when resting, its plumage makes the bird unmistakable. The adults also display a characteristic tuft of feature on the head, which in Italian gives the bird its name, ciuffetto. In spite of its bright colors, the Squacco Heron is not easy to see. Very shy and wary, it often seems to be invisible, hidden in the low vegetation. It is a long-distance migratory species, with a wintering aerial in tropical Africa. The most mimetic of the large marshland birds, because of its coloring and habit of remaining perfectly still. The thick cane beds where it lives and its shy crepuscular habits all contribute to make the bittern one of the most difficult birds to see. In compensation, the song of the male can be heard over a kilometer away in spring. Solitary throughout the year, unlike the majority of other herons, the bittern shows some affinity to the group it belongs to in flight, when it retracts its neck.